This one may fall.
Woo, perfect.
Okay. Because the cameras are a little bit far, unfortunately we can't like fully interact with you guys. So we apologize in advance for any misinteractions. How are we doing for time? We'll give people a couple more minutes as we sit here.
Yeah, we can just breathe. Yeah.
The lighting is beautiful.
It's a great setup.
It's a great setup. Hi to everybody that's viewing. Go Raptors, go!
Go Raptors!
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Big night for us.
We thought we'd give you a pre-show to the Raptors. They do need to practice some meditation though to get themselves in the zone.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Let's
Okay, guys. I'm Sonia. This is Jody.
And I'm Rena.
And we just wanted to thank everybody who is viewing today and will be viewing later. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with us. We are from the Elevated Stylist, and it is Canada's first ever wellness retreat. We all need a little bit of wellness. If you guys don't know what Elevated Stylist is, I'm going to take a minute and explain to you guys what it's all about and why we're really doing this, because at the end of it, it's the why that gets us the what. So Jody and I have been on this wellness train for a little bit of time, about over a couple of years actively. But you know, there's tons of education out there for hairstylists. There's webinars, there's classes you can go to. The rise of the independent educator is really up and coming, and it's getting bigger and bigger as time goes on. But the one thing that we felt that was lacking in the industry is wellness. We're all putting so much of our energy into the craft, which is why we're here, but it is a very demanding job. It forces us to stand all day, we're talking to people, we're putting all of our energy outwards, and we rarely remember to take care of ourselves. So Jody and I seen an opportunity to share this with our industry members. So we've created Elevated Stylist Retreat. It is Canada's first ever wellness retreat designed just for hairstylists. So it's going to be a weekend getaway for you to experience a little bit of wellness, and we're going to go into what's included in it. There's going to be tons of education. There's going to be some cutting classes. There's going to be some social media workshops, and that's all I'm going to tell you about that, because we're going to tell you what's included. But why you should attend, why not? Heck yeah, you guys deserve this. We all deserve this. We deserve an opportunity to feel well. Wellness is something that we kind of learn along the way. It's like, okay, I'm not feeling well, so what do I do? We go to professionals, maybe we do acupuncture, we do massage, we do therapy, whatever kind of things that we need to do to take care of ourselves, we figure it out. So Jody and I have been taking this path of mindfulness for the last couple of years, and it's elevated over the course of the last 6 months, especially since we've been organizing the Elevated Stylist. So we really want to introduce this to everybody so that you guys can feel the benefits of what it feels like to feel energized, to have focus, to reignite your creativity, and really be with your client one-on-one, because we're constantly doing a million things, you know, with whether you're a colorist or you're a cutter or you're a dualist, or you're actually in the salon environment. It's very bustling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of output of energy, but there's not a lot of nourishment of the inside. So this is the main reason why we're doing this, is to help you guys feel rejuvenated, feel creative, empowered, inspired, and leave with a wealth of knowledge after the weekend, so that you can go and crush your goals.
Yeah. And the reason why we're kind of taking it outside of the city is we want it to be very unique and untraditional. So traditionally you go into a classroom or a salon, or you're in like a big convention center. So this really kind of removes us from all the noise and all the hustle and bustle of the city, and really, you know, gives you a chance to be in nature and, you know, look at a beautiful lake and put your feet into the grass and really ground yourself, so that it allows us to be open. It allows us to kind of take a second and take in all the information. The other reason that it's different is that it's not just technical, you're not just going to learn a new skill. It's really a great combination of personal and professional development. So you're not only leaving with technical, but you're leaving with, you know, personal growth. We want to give you guys the opportunity to start a new journey, to really elevate what you're doing behind your chair each and every day. So changing the atmosphere, we really wanted to kind of like get together, see the face behind the handle, you know, everybody, we have so much talent in this country and we're always following each other and everybody specializes in so many different things. So we just think it would be amazing to get together and really see, you know, the face behind the handle and bring that community feeling to the retreat.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know where it is, it's at this really amazing kids camp. It's been around for a very, very long time. It's called Camp Manitou. It's in the Muskoka region. If you're outside of Ontario, this is one of the most beautiful places. A lot of people will like, it's like the Hamptons of Ontario, technically, right?
Yeah.
Have you been to Muskoka?
I have.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
absolutely beautiful. And we're doing it at the end of September, so you're gonna see a lot of like changing of the leaves and just the property itself is absolutely beautiful. So we've been blessed to be able to have the entire property to ourselves. We're keeping this retreat very intimate because we want the attendees to feel the value and really get a one-on-one experience with their peers and with the mentors and some of the other amazing workshops that we have. So it's going to be a really great opportunity to connect with people.
Yeah.
So another question that we've been getting a lot is like, what's included? Like, what's going on with like the retreat? What's happening? So we have 4 classes. We're gonna have Pretty Little Ombre.
Yeah.
Yep. We're really excited. She's gonna be her first time in Canada.
Yeah.
So we are super excited to host her. We also have Jane Ito, salon from Oakland. She is the queen of the shags. You follow her.
I love her.
Yeah. Non-hairstylist over here.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you the power and the influence that our industry has on the people around us is that Rena, our lovely friend here, she follows hairstylists because she's inspired by them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Another person that we have is Brian Hickman. He's from Nashville. He's amazing. He's really amazing at customizing haircuts to his guests. So we're going to be blessed with learning a lot of his techniques that he's been teaching across the States. And another one is Farhana.
Exo Farhana.
So she is the queen of balayage, blended, beautiful balayage. She is she's Canadian, so we're excited to host her for the first time. Yeah, in Toronto. So all these classes are all in look and learn format, and they're going to be intimate, and you're going to have an opportunity to go to all the classes if you'd really like to, immerse yourself deeply in all the education, or you can pick and choose whatever you want. Maybe you just want to learn color, or you want to do color one day, you want to do cut another day. It's up to you. We're giving you a good amount of choice, but not too much choice, so that you don't feel overwhelmed that you're going to miss everything. So what else is included? Transportation. Yeah, we're gonna pick you guys up from an east and west location in Toronto, and we're going to take you guys up there. So we want to take all the thinking out of it. You know, when you go to an all-inclusive resort, you show up and they take care of you, and all you need to do is relax and immerse yourself. So we're gonna be taking care of you guys all weekend. So everything is included. All of your food, your beverages, including some light alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
Champagne, ciders, we're gonna have some wine, it's gonna be some mix and mingle so that we can all, we're all hairdressers, we like to let loose.
Yeah.
We're gonna dance under the stars.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're gonna sing our hearts out.
Can't wait.
We're gonna have some big campfires.
Yeah, we're gonna bring some Canadian outdoors to
Yeah.
this. Like for anyone that's from the States that is gonna be joining us, you're gonna really feel the Canadian outdoors. And for all the city slickers, we're gonna be out in nature, we're gonna be able to really feel what it feels like to be out there.
Not everybody has that friend with a cottage.
I know.
So it really
True.
gives you an opportunity to come see the Muskokas.
Yeah.
And feel the outdoors.
And it's not camping. We are going to be staying in their cabin. So they have over 400
Brand new cabins.
brand new cabins. So we're doing 4 to a cabin. So whether you want to come with your best friend, right? Or you want to come alone, we have accommodation available for everybody, whatever your preference is. So we're keeping it 4 to a cabin because we want to give everyone space to immerse themselves and feel comfortable We're gonna be together for 3 days, and there's gonna be some time to do self things, but there's gonna be some times to do group things where we can all kind of learn from each other really at the end of the day, because I don't want to be on my phone all the time learning. I love learning and connecting with people, and that's where I get the most inspiration. So that's going to be a great opportunity for people to connect. What else is included? The workshops. We have some amazing. Do you want to tell them a little bit about the hands-on workshops?
Yeah, so we have, you know, some fun stuff, some educational stuff, some like growth and high performance things. So we have a vision board or a vision book making class where you can kind of like cut and paste and craft, you know, your next year's goals and dreams. We have an essential oils blending course where you can go in and really feel, you know, a little bit more educated on the different types of oils that can help you relax or, you know,
aches and pains, all
that sort of stuff. We have a bead making class, so come and make some
beads.
meditation beads or some bracelets. We also are going to have a consultation course, so how to really dig deep in your consultation work, because that really is what starts it all and what really helps to set you up for success. So that's one of our really exciting classes that we have. And then we also have a social media class, how to really make the most of Instagram and Facebook and really get your work out there. So those are our exciting workshops that we're going to have on addition to all the technical classes that we're going to do.
And we also have we have some inspiring speakers that are really going to shed some light on things that are not hair, because we need inspiration from other places other than hairstylists or magazines and fashion. We need other people that are doing amazing things out there that can complement what we're doing. So Rena over here, our mindfulness facilitator, she's going to be there throughout the entire weekend, sharing a lot of mindfulness tips, which is going to help you feel super relaxed and amazing. And we're going to go into some more stuff with her in a few minutes. We have Anna Gala, who is a mindset coach. She is a really dear friend of mine, and she has made some amazing impact on a lot of people's lives to break fears and know your value. And it's about time that we all rise together. We all have fears. It's the only thing that holds us back. It really is. So we're here to break some fears, a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
We also have a gentleman. His name is Kevin. He is a man who focuses on high performance habits. If you don't know what high performance habits are, you will find out. It's all about working smarter and not harder. And what else? Like, that's basically
building confidence.
Building confidence, yeah. And like being powerful behind your chair, because as much as you may work in a salon full of a lot of other hairstylists, but what we do behind our chair is how we're building our business, whether it's in a salon, independent, or if you have like a solo studio. It's how you perform behind the chair that really affects everything. It's a ripple effect. So you guys are going to have the opportunity to learn some high performance habits so that you can make the most out of your 8 hours, because working 10-12 hours is crazy.
Yeah. And so much giving.
So
much giving, because I was saying to you yesterday, it's more than just behind the chair, because you guys do so much more than just hair.
So, yeah.
I love it. Thank you. Yeah. It's my contribution. Yeah.
What else are we gonna do? That's a lot of stuff. And yoga. We have an amazing girl. Her name is Sierra, and she is. We're working with her to design a couple of yoga sequences just for you guys, us hairstylists. And it's going to target the aches and pains, but also just like kind of letting go and releasing. And you'll be able to use these. The sequence when you're not at the Elevated Stylist retreat. We're going to be able to give you guys a take-home toolbox digitally, and you'll be able to practice yoga whenever you want in the comfort of your own home. So we're making these things happen for you guys because we care about you and your well-being. Come get well.
Yeah. Come get well.
Come get well. What else is included? And even entertainment.
Yeah.
So we're not going to give away all the surprises, because then you guys will know everything.
Yeah.
But we do have the campfire panel.
Yeah.
which is going to be really fun. We're going to have the opportunity to sit around with the artists, and we're just going to have an open conversation. There's going to be some music, some champagne under the sunset, some ciders, blankets, cuddles,
lantern ceremony,
and then there'll be a mix and mingle on the one night so that we can all let loose and dance under the stars.
Yeah.
So we're super excited about that kind of stuff, because that's our reward. That's our reward for showing up powerfully and mindfully, and taking the leap to want to do better, be better, and inspire others through our own actions. So we all deserve a little bit of rewards. And that's the gist of it.
Yeah,
That's the gist of it.
we really want you guys to leave feeling excited about your new journey. This is like really about coming, learning, getting as many tools you can put in your toolbox, and feeling excited and recharged and ready to kind of like go in Tuesday morning and say, okay, I'm ready to nail all my consultations. I'm ready to kind of take those mindful moments in between clients and reset every time. I'm excited to kind of make sure that I'm having balance in my life, meditate in the morning, taking these like little steps. So all of this weekend is really to kind of empower you guys and inspire to change little bits of your life. Like, these are things that only take 5 to 10 minutes every single day, and it can really change the way you set yourself up for success every single day. So we're excited to kind of share this with you, and we want you guys to leave like really knowledgeable and hungry for a new journey.
And less stress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we go into the depth of it, which is mindfulness, Jody and I are going to share with you guys a little bit of our journey of mindfulness. Back a few years ago, I was feeling super stressed out, working all the time, being a salon owner, expanding the salon into a second floor, doing renovations, having a full clientele, a full staff. I was working myself to the bone. I wasn't eating properly, I wasn't sleeping properly, I was just burnt out. And I've been practicing yoga and mindfulness and all of those exercises for many years, but for some reason I decided to forget about them because I was really focused on what I had to do. So I was told by the universe that you need to stop, take a deep breath, and take care of yourself. So I took the path of mindfulness, and I took a mindfulness for compassionate for leadership course back last year, and it just flipped me around. It helped me focus my energy. It helped me reignite my creativity. I was just like dead to the world. I was just on autopilot because I've been doing haircutting for so many years. It becomes like a muscle memory.
Yeah.
So, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. I was like, wow, I'm doing all this work for what? Like, I'm burnt out, tired, and I wasn't eating well. My interactions were actually what was getting the most affected, because I wasn't able to arrive for my clients. I wasn't able to respond properly to my my team members when they would ask me questions. I would be impatient, and that's like not like me, but I became that way. And anyone that's really close to me knows that I'm not like that. But overworking yourself and being burnt out, it does pile on. And we're in an environment where there's so much energy and we don't do anything to nourish ourselves. So I took this path, and I did a 180, and I flipped my whole life around, and now I have the opportunity to work with some amazing people. I have my best friend and partner here, Jody, who we've built this crazy salon. I still can't believe that we're still here doing this craziness. And I have the opportunity to meet amazing, beautiful people like Rena, who I'm able to be really present with in my appointment with her. She's actually one of my clients.
And I found you on Instagram.
Who found me on Instagram, who's now become such a great friend of mine. It's just like what you put out is what you attract. So I realized that I wasn't attracting the right clients to me, and I wasn't attracting the right friends and the family, and the interactions were all like jumbled up. So when I went on my path of mindfulness, it gave me the opportunity to get some insight and really keep myself accountable. And here we are today, as I am committed to introducing this to the industry, because I feel like it's a transformational experience for everybody it's not just as a hairstylist, but just as a human being, to be able to be with what you're doing is the most incredible gift. So that's my story.
Yeah. Mine was similar because we were working at the same range kind of a thing, so we were both kind of like burnt right out and overwhelmed, and you know, I was always kind of more of a skeptical person. I didn't know much about mindfulness. I wasn't practicing yoga. I thought that it had this like, you know, spiritual attachment to it. But I had like this kind of epiphany moment where I wasn't being able to communicate to my team properly. And so, you know, you go and you search out things that can help you. And mindfulness, everything, every time I would Google search something, it always led me to mindfulness. So I was like, I'm gonna take this course. I took an 8-week mindfulness course. It was pretty intense. But I came out of it like, honestly, like a completely different person. And so,
Here she is today, mindful Jody.
Right. And my story is very similar. I came to mindfulness in 2013 during a really hard time at work and being very sick with a skin condition called psoriasis. My stress levels were super high. I wasn't connected to the people around me. I too was working all the time. And I found after my 8-week course as well, I changed my whole perspective. And it absolutely changed my life. And I've also been able to heal my skin without medication and relate to the world in a completely different way. So I'm so passionate about sharing mindfulness for that reason. And I guess I'll ask you guys, what does mindfulness mean to you? What is it? Because some people don't know what it is, right? People will say, what is mindfulness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Like mindfulness is really being aware of the feelings that come up day to day in certain situations and stuff. But it's like being aware of what you're putting out, how you speak to people, the way that people are speaking to you, how that makes you feel, and being able to take a breath and be like, how is that person? What's going on in their life? Like really being aware of what they could be going through and be mindful of that and not let it come onto you and ruin your day or make you feel reactive towards it. But yeah, I think it's just really being aware of your surroundings, how you're feeling, what you're putting out, and how you're speaking to other people.
Absolutely. I also think that mindfulness is the ability to like really be with the moment. As hairstylists, especially, like we have a full book that sometimes it's like it gives you anxiety when you're like, holy cow, I got 15 haircuts today. But mindfulness for me is like, okay, I'm gonna do one haircut at a time. I'm not gonna worry about the other 14 that are gonna come my way because I will be with that person. That has reduced the amount of stress like tenfold for me. I'm able to like really be with the person. So for me, mindfulness is the ability to be here now and not be yesterday or even an hour ago or even a minute ago. And like really feeling what you're doing because like it's an art that we're doing here. It's not just like pick up scissors and cut, pick up a paintbrush and paint. We work with intent. And when you don't, it's noticeable. So mindfulness has given me the opportunity to work with intent and also not take anything personally because, you know, again, we're artists and somebody may not like the painting that we painted on their hair and they're the ones who have to go walking around the city with their hair like that. So it's given me the opportunity to step back and be like, okay, let's focus on the solution. The problem is already here and let's move forward. So it's actually like changed the way that you communicate too. So it's above and beyond awareness. It's like communication and compassion and presence.
Yeah, and like you both were saying, right, it's creating that pause so that we're responding versus reacting. So if you have maybe done something like a color hasn't gone the way that you want to, it's kind of not taking it personal, taking a pause and responding in a way that's going to be helpful to your client as well to yourself because that happens to all of us. And also, again, if you do have 15 haircuts scheduled in a day, it's saying, I'm going to bring this beginner's mind. So I'm going to pretend like I'm doing this haircut for the first time and I'm going to be here. I'm not going to be in yesterday and I'm not going to be in tomorrow. So mindful.org defines it as our basic human ability to be fully present and aware of what we're doing and where we are without being overly reactive to it, right? So we're not reacting, we're not being overwhelmed. but we're present with what's here. And obviously with our busy lives, we're constantly connected. Our phones are always going off. We have people asking for things all the time. It's hard to really take a step back and connect. So that's what it is. And like you guys mentioned, there's so many benefits to being mindful. But for you guys, for sure, improved creativity, right? Your creativity is going to go up because a creative mind is a flexible mind. It's an open mind. It's one that's able to hear and receive. It's not a decided mind. When you have your most creative ideas, normally they're in a place when you're relaxed. Maybe you're out for a walk. I rarely have great ideas when I'm stressed and I'm having, 60 million thoughts going through my head.
Yeah.
The shower.
The shower
is
is
the
like
shower thoughts.
Yeah, when I go for
Yes.
walks, I get
Yes.
this crazy amount of crazy. I'm just gonna check
Yeah.
and see what people are saying.
What are they saying?
Where did you take this course? This is my life right now, made for more, not feeling fulfilled, ready for 20 years. Wow. Where did you take this course? Okay.
Come see us.
Come see us. Sorry guys, I'm trying to interact with everybody. Hi. Sorry, our camera's so far from us, so we can't really see, but I'm gonna
We will answer
couple
all your
seconds.
questions.
We will answer all your
Yeah.
questions.
Absolutely, and also share something kind of short at the end that you guys can try to start connecting into the moment, because it ends up being a practice, right? When we spent most of our lives reacting, kind of moving from one moment to the next, a lot of the time in our heads, we don't really know how to be mindful, so we have to end up practicing. It's just like we talked about, you don't go to the gym and lift up a 500-pound weight.
Yeah.
You start small, I start with the 3 pounds and now move to 5.
Yeah.
But slowly moving up and not putting so much pressure on ourselves. So another benefit is improved relationships. When we're mindful, we're able to take time, like you said, Jody, see what people are saying, try to take in their perspective, as well as take time to bring some space and respond in a way that's true to ourselves. And finally, it improves our mental resilience. So if we have made a mistake or we've had a bad day, we're able to bounce back. We realize that our thoughts are not things and they're not facts. So it's a wonderful practice to bring behind the chair, but also into your life. And what it isn't, I think another important thing is it's not religious, right? And it doesn't have to be spiritual.
No, it doesn't have to be.
It can be completely present. It's just about being right here. It's not just for monks or people in the East, right?
Yeah.
It isn't. It's
But
not. That's
that's
what
what
people think.
related. Yeah.
And even I thought
information,
that,
right?
It's
Yeah.
just awareness. Just like I said, it's our basic human ability
Yeah.
to be present. And it's a state of being. So although we practice mindfulness through meditation, it's really cultivating a state of being so that we're mindful when we're washing our hands, we're mindful when we're washing hair, we're mindful when we're driving to and from the salon, we're mindful in all those moments in our lives. And the last thing is, it doesn't take a lot of time, you don't have to meditate for 3 hours a day to notice the benefits. I always say 1 minute is better than 0 minutes.
Absolutely.
But to start noticing the change in your brain, a lot of the science says about 10 to 15 minutes a day of just a small practice. So you could do meditation, and people will say, is meditation and mindfulness the same thing? And I say meditation is a way to practice mindfulness, but mindfulness can be practiced both formally and informally. So you could, like I said, you could do it while you're washing your client's hair. You could practice being mindful when you're taking your own shower or driving to and from work. One easy way to do that is if you're at a stoplight, instead of waiting for the light to change, feel your hands on the steering wheel. Take a deep breath and just feel where you are right now. So meditation is a way to practice mindfulness, but it's not the only way to practice mindfulness. You can practice it all the time. So at the retreat, I'll be sharing lots of tips and tricks for you to bring these practices into your workplace. I worked in human resources for about 10 years, so I've dealt with a lot of employees, and now I work with a lot of professionals, helping them connect back deeper into themselves. So I hope to share a lot of tips that will help you become a more mindful stylist, right?
Yeah.
And an elevated stylist.
Elevated stylist.
Sorry, yeah, take it to the next level.
Take it to the next
So one of the things that I can share with you, that's an easy tip, is this technique, which you guys might have tried, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So transitioning, Sonia and I were talking about transitioning from client to client, probably is something you guys do quickly. I know you said you wash your hands.
I wash my hands, yeah. I go into the back basin and I just do a quick wash. I look at the person that I'm gonna see next, and I put my intentions, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna support them this way. I'm gonna be there 100% for them, no matter what, and I'm here to be the best stylist that I can be. And I say this mantra in my head, and I wash my hands, and it really does, it shifts me a little bit.
Resets.
And when I don't, I notice it, because sometimes I don't. I'm not gonna lie, I'm human, and I'm not a machine. sometimes I don't, and I notice the difference. And I think that my clients notice the difference too, because you're like, instead of like, hi.
It's so true. And our energy, you know, and our presence speaks a lot louder than a lot of the words we're saying. We can normally feel someone's presence before they've even said anything.
Oh, 100%.
So taking time to prime before. So something like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Normally I take a couple of deep breaths, and then 5. So I look for 5 things that I can see. So 5 things that I can see. So right now you can look around. So I see the light, you know, maybe you see plants, the floor, and maybe looking for new things. 4 things, so going to 4 things you can touch. You know, so I think about the cloth on my body, sitting on the chair, touching my hand, the person beside me. Don't do that if you're in public transit. 3 things you can hear. You know, bring in curiosity. What can you hear?
The vent.
The vent, our voices. Sometimes we can hear the sound of our own breath. Right, your bracelet or your chain, your mala. 2 things you can smell. Hairspray.
Always hairspray.
Kevin Murphy. Love the love the smell. And then 1 thing you can taste. Coffee. Me too. Right, and that's again 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a quick way to kind of check in with yourself before you go into the salon. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, maybe on transit on your way to work, or in the car when you're moving from client to client, or even when you're with a client. Really taking that time to connect to your senses. When we practice mindfulness, we anchor into the present moment, sometimes using our breath or our body sensations. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you'll practice, and I really look forward to meeting all of you at the retreat.
Nice. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your quick little tips.
Yeah.
This really helps us because it's Monday, the Raptors are about to go on,
Woo-hoo.
whoop, whoop, and we have a busy week ahead of us. Like, we still have to like work and stuff.
Has anybody noticed that since the weather got warmer, it is hella busy in the salons?
Yeah,
Like,
everyone's like,
everybody wants to be blonde. Everybody wants a bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blondes and bobs, here we go. Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
So in closing, we want to thank everybody for joining us today. We will be uploading this video onto our YouTube, and if you weren't able to join us today, it's okay. We forgive you. But if this does align, we would love to offer you guys a pass. So we are offering early bird tickets. The link is in our bio, and you will have the opportunity to get your early passes to the Elevated Stylist Retreat. If you go into our profile, press the LINKTREE, and the first one should say Early Bird Access. It is a link. If you go into the tickets, you won't get that price. So in order to get the benefit, please click the Early Bird Access. And it's only going on till June 30th. And there are many ticket options. If you want to come with your bestie, we have a ticket option. You get to save $200 each instead of $150. It just has to be one transaction. If you are a salon and you want to come as an entire team, we have a buy 7 get 1 free, which is amazing because you guys get to like come outside of the salon walls and go and experience.
Get your own cabin.
Get your own cabin and have a blast.
Yeah.
What else do we have? We also have a VIP for those that want a little bit more solitude and some quiet time. We do have that opportunity available for you. You will have your own bedroom in a cabin with another person who also wants their own bedroom. So it'll give you the time to like rest and rejuvenate and be by yourself if that's the path that you want to take. So that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being available for us today.
Yeah.
And we'll be back for many more lives as we continue to introduce you guys to what's happening at the Elevated Stylist Retreat. We will be also doing some live Q&As with our educators so you guys can get to know them. So stay tuned, and if you know anybody that could benefit from this, please share it with them. It's not a secret. We don't want to keep any of these wellness routines and rituals to ourselves. We want everyone that's a part of our industry and others to really benefit from it. So we thank you for your time, and we hope to see you guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Yeah.
Oh, go back. Thank you. How do I end this? Okay. is gonna get awkward a little bit.